Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Huan, the Drunken Master. So a little bit of a PSA before we get into the video. I am testing out a new microphone if you haven't been able to tell. It should be eliminating all background noises, so any of the things that I'm hearing like AC and all that, you guys shouldn't be hearing. You should only be able to hear my voice, which me likey. But yeah, I'm testing it out. You guys are essentially the test gerbils, whatever you want to call it. On my, this is an experiment. You guys need to tell me whether or not you like this one or what we were doing before. Because before I wasn't really using a mic. I was just using whatever built-in mic for my device, right? But this one is an actual mic. Like I have it connected and all that stuff. Look, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a love tap. Pop, pop. I'm sorry, that probably hurt your ears, probably. But yeah, you guys need to tell me because if I don't hear anything from you guys, if you're like, oh, I don't really like it, I'm gonna assume everything's great. And if everything's great, then I'm great, and then we can move on. And I'm glad I didn't waste my money. But you guys need to tell me how you feel in the comment section. But I'm not gonna waste any of you guys' time anymore. Let's get into the actual video. So if any of you guys are long-term viewers of the channel, then you'll know that I've used Huan quite a few times, and you'll also know that I have nothing but good things to say about Huan. I mean, he is an amazing unit. I think he hits pretty hard. I mean, if you build him correctly. He's a great support. I mean, he's a really nice unit. He's very fun. So I thought, why not finally give him the proper spotlight that he deserves? So of course, your boy built him on this account. I gave him some decent runes. I grinded his runes out. I gave him some decent artifacts. I think we are going to have a lot of fun with him. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through his kit, stats, runes, go into a couple battles, win a couple battles, hopefully, and go from there. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into his kit. Starting off with his leader skill, he increases the accuracy of monsters and the guild content by 26%. You will probably use this leader skill. I mean, you could use him quite a few places. Tartarus. Is it Tartarus? Labyrinth? It's Labyrinth that I'm thinking of. You will use him in there, and this leader skill will work in there. You will also use this in Guild Siege, maybe, if you decide to use him. If you decide to use him, this is not a bad leader skill to use. There are tons of areas that you can use him. But you'll see that as the video goes on. But first skill, Rolling Punch. He throws a punch that ignores the enemy's defense and weakens the attack power for one turn with an 80% chance. Fully skilling this up will increase the damage by 25%, multiplicative, and harmful effect rate by 20%, additive. And I say multiplicative and additive because I was trying to look some of this stuff up because I wanted to give you guys more information as time goes on so you guys truly understand what the skill ups do. And I have to go into this whole thing about like, what are these skill ups really doing? Like, is this, like, this is 20%. Is this 20% of 80%? Or is this 20% added onto 80%, making it 100%? And after enough digging, apparently stuff for like debuffs, it's additive versus things like damage or healing, like recovery, is multiplicative. So when you see on the skill 2, just going a little bit ahead, it shows 30% bonus recovery. That's 30% added on top of the, or not added, but multiplicative. It's multiplied from the initial recovery. So when you go and look up the stats or whatever, like the skill multipliers, it's 30% add or multiplied into that. So it's not the same as this, where 20% is being added on. It's 30% of the already original recovery. So for example, if the recovery was going to be 1,000 HP, it's going to be 30% of that 1,000, not 30% on top of the whatever initial multiplier it was. It's a whole different thing that we can get into a video talking about if need be. But I just wanted to bring that out, and I have screenshots just in case anyone wants to talk about that. But attack break, cool. One turn, I'm not so happy about that, but it is what it is. The thing is, with his whole kit, he will use Rolling Punch quite a bit. So even if this is for one turn, I'm fine with it in the sense that he gets the skill 1 off a lot. I mean, whenever he uses skill 2 or skill 3, he has a chance to use skill 1 just out of nowhere. So you'll have this up quite a bit. Plus, on top of that, Ignores enemies' defense, so you're going to get a bit of damage there, so that's nice. Skill 2 is called One More Drink. It recovers the HP of all allies proportionate to your attack power and decreases their chance of being attacked with a critical hit for 2 turns. Gets drunk and attacks a random enemy with a rolling punch with a 30% chance afterwards. Man, I'm speaking like I'm drunk. I'm reading like I'm drunk. Fully skilling this up will increase the recovery by 30% multiplicative and reduce the cooldown time from 4 turns to 3 turns. So this is what I was talking about. I mean, you would have to kind of like look this up. Like through Google, you can go to Summoner's War database, and it'll tell you the skill multiplier. So it'll tell you how much, like what percentage of his attack is being thrown into the recovery, and then whatever you get from that, you would multiply the initial, I believe, recovery percent. So if it's like, I don't know, like 400% of his attack power, some BS like that, I think it would be 30% of that 400%. I would have to do the math behind the screen, but we could do a video about that again. But so it's adding 30% to that recovery in the sense of before the recovery happens. It's not adding it on top of it. But so there's a little bit of recovery happening. So he's going to kind of be built like Huan in the sense of his healing is based off of his attack power. But on top of that, what makes him really cool is that he buffs your allies. So unlike, like Shannon, where she places a debuff, the glancing hit debuff, he places a buff on you guys. So you don't have to worry about accuracy. Because like with someone like Shannon, you have to worry about landing the glancing hit. Not with Huan. You just have to apply this buff to all of your allies. And for 2 turns, it's not bad. I mean, we have used this guy in the past. This is a very reliable buff. I like it. So healing and then anti-crit, really nice, especially for if, let's for example say a defense where like someone like Verd is there and Verd relies on critting to do what he does, right? You're not going to have to worry about that all that often because you're going to receive reduced chances of critting. But just wanted to point that out. And then I did mention that with all of his skills, he does have a percentage chance to proc into a skill 1. So when you use this skill 2, 30% chance to go into the skill 1. But third skill, Phoenix Kick. Attacks the enemy 3 times and decreases the defense for 2 turns with a 75% chance and recovers the HP of all allies for 2 turns by 15% each. Gets drunk and attacks a random enemy with a rolling punch with a 50% chance afterwards. Fully skilling this up will increase the damage, harmful effect rate, and decrease the cooldown time of the skill from every 4 turns to 3 turns. So the harmful effect rate is 25%, so this essentially brings it to 100%. So you have a 100% chance, supposedly, not accounting for resistance, to decrease enemies' defense 3 times. Not bad, and you will, again, use this. The recovery thing, just to kind of explain it a little bit, this is going to be a little buff, so when you use this, you're going to see a little plus sign or a cross or whatever go above your allies' heads, and anytime they take a turn, they will heal themselves by 15%. I am stuttering like a MFer, bro. But that was such a long explanation of all this nonsense. But he's a really good unit. So he debuffs enemies, he heals your allies, and then he prevents your allies from taking too big damage with the anti-crits or anti-crit buff, right? So let's get into how I've built him. Like let's look at the stats. So you can see he has some decent stats. 127 bonus speed. His base speed isn't all that great because he's not hitting 100, but it is what it is. Not super crazy defense, 383 bonus defense. His attack is a little bit better, where he has 1,193 bonus attack, and then bonus HP, 17,282. So I tried to go the support route in a sense for him. He will still do a little bit of damage with a skill 1, and he will proc that skill 1 a lot. You'll see it. He does have 55% accuracy, so he has a decent chance to land all of his like debuffs. For runes, I went Violent Will, of course. I can't believe I hit that speed with Violent. Of course, some of the flat HP rolls aren't there. Gosh, I don't have the grinds for it, dude. I need to keep farming more and more and more. As for his artifacts, his first artifact is an HP artifact. Damage taken from fire minus 6%, which is really good. Additional damage by 8% of attack. He has a decent amount of that. Crit damage taken minus 6%. And then any speed up effects he receives is increased by 6%. Pretty decent artifact for him. Second artifact has an attack main stat. Skill 2 recovery plus 9%. He does additional damage based off of his HP. by 0.3%. He has a lot of that. Skill 3, 4 crit damage. I could have rolled that out, but I didn't because I. God dang it. Okay, let me see if I can roll this out. Let's see. I get 2 tries. 1 try. Yay! Skill 2 accuracy. Skill 2 doesn't land anything. Skill 3 accuracy plus 5%. So he hopefully will just do his job. Let's go into a couple PvP scenarios. You want to know what I hate? I kind of hate when I stutter, but I can't help it. I cannot help it when I stutter, dude. I just be like, I catch myself stuttering, and I hate it so much. Jesus, man, I need to get over that. I'm faster, thank God. Let's glance the cocky. Um, let's do some defense breaking on cocky. Boop boop. Rolling punch, 5k, not bad. Defense break. I really want to get rid of this cocky. God dang it. Okay, macaron shield. Heal that. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Heal the cocky. So by the way, you saw that he did proc his skill 1 with whatchamacallits, and he did 5k. So we'll do one of these anti crits, and let's see. Skill 1, bam, 3k. Not a whole lot. Let's do one of these. Is wasting her skill 3. Sleep the cocky. Sleep the cocky. Okay. He don't land shit. Skill 3, defense break. Can we stun cocky? There we go. And then he had seal on him, so if he had any violent runes, he was not gonna violent proc. Seal or sleep the cocky. Okay, heal again. Crit resist. So we're not gonna get critted on. Defense break. Can we land something on the hole? Jesus Christ. Can we glance Boomerang Warrior? Let's do one of these. Pop. I don't think we need to do anything really. I mean, we could do one of these. And we'll kill the Boomerang Warrior. Strip her of the defense buff. Defense break. Pop, pop, pop. He's our healer, by the way. In case you haven't been able to notice, we're running without a Riley, so we're taking a pretty big risk. Heals are pretty nice. Does decent. I mean, he's a 3-star. Just remember this. He's a 3-star. Performing in a 4 and 5-star world. And pop. 4k, dude. That's fine. We're going to just do one of these skill 1s. Beneficial effects block. Defense break, possibly. And no, you're going to defense break. Nice. And then she's going to kill. Okay, next fight. So this is literally the fight directly under it. I could probably do this, right? I mean, we're going to try a different unit this time. Did we go low? Double 3-star? Here, I'm going to bring Skogul. I wanted to save him for a different video because I built him. But we're going to have some fun with this. I mean, anti-crit and then Skogul's tankiness. Who knows? Strip all that off. You wasted it. Fool! You're a fool! Congratulations, fool. Jesus Christ. 0 damage. 0 damage. You do nothing to us. Can we sleep you? No, goddamn, you have immunity. They really want him. Atlas Stone. Can we defense break? Oh, why do we even bother defense breaking the Besameth? Can we just block beneficial effects from you? Let's just stun you. I don't know. Just hoping Skogul does something. Let's see what you do. Skill 1, 4k. Ooh, Violent Proc. Attack break you. 7k here. Skogul should kill. Actually, I kind of don't want him to kill yet. Yikes. Because then she does... Besameth does that, but... Macaron Guard is still alive. Ooh, never mind. Okay, we lost a lot of our defensive qualities. That's fine, though. Because anti-crit. Even though I think he just critted. Do one of these. Pop, pop, pop. Rolling punch. We'll survive. Okay. Getting a little scared here. Can we kill you? Heal. Anti-crit. Oh my gosh. Strip. Glance. So you have glancing and anti-crit on this. on this. Okay, we're going to defense break you. Hopefully. And then block beneficial effects. Of course, you violent proc out of that freaking defense break. Sweet. Skogul bolt through. Skogul. Oh my gosh. Dude, stop. Healing. Dude, the violent procs are coming in. Okay, next fight. I can F with this. Oh my god, we have a Carlos. We have a Carlos. We're totally gonna win this. I just realized we also don't have attack buffs. We don't have a lot of buffs. Glancing, just in case. Block beneficial effects from you. Sleep you. Cause F you. I'm just hating on you just to hate on you. We're gonna stun you. Pop, no. Let's just do one of these. Pop, 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 pop. Then pop, pop. Never mind. Sleep. I'm so tired. Absolutely tired. You never land nothing. You never land your sleeps. And he took away the crit. The anti crit. Hurt. 7k. Oh, we almost finished him off. I'll give it to Carlos. And then we'll start aiming for you. Glancing. Healing. Strip into glancing. Or to whatever. We'll just do one of these. Pop, pop. Sleep. Sleep, dude. Land asleep for once in your life. Jesus Christ. Whatever. We don't need him to land nothing. I mean, we win regardless. Ooh, 7k. 7k. Never mind, 4k. You don't land nothing. There's a sleep, by the way, on a skill 1. In case you didn't know. I use him in like 1,000 different videos. Never lands asleep. Okay, so last thing that we're going to do is we're going to take him into Giants Keep Abyss Hard. So, a little bit of context, again. If you're a long-term viewer, you'll know exactly how he saved our asses on our 3-star only account. We were struggling to kind of not stay alive in the Giants Keep, but create a team that very quickly and efficiently, consistently beat Giants Keep. Right, and Huan was that unit that really fixed it. I mean, his anti-crit was a big deal for us in the boss stage. Had healing, had defense break, had attack break. So I'm going to kind of prove his usefulness where you see here we have a full like damage dealer team, right? So even with Argar, who's going to be proccing tons of multi-hits from the or counterattacks from the boss, hopefully, with Huan, oof. Nice, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, the violent procs are going crazy. But hopefully Huan proves his usefulness here. We'll do like 2 runs just in case. Dude, violent. Violent runes love Huan, dude. I was saying this in another video. Like, there's got to be a certain like hidden factor in the game that if you put the perfect rune set on a unit, like it was built for that rune set, okay, that it's just like they're gonna get more procs. So glancing, of course, but and then when the boss does counterattack or anything like that, we're just not gonna receive any damage. Like look at that, no damage at all. And he does his own fair share amount of damage. I mean, that was not bad. That was like a minute 30, maybe? minute 22. That's not bad at all. I mean, I'll keep that. There are units I could use that on. Should we switch out a unit? Let's switch out a Kamamir. I should keep him in, but like I'm trying to switch him out for like units that I know everyone's bound to have. I mean, you get Iragar for free. They gave Iragar in the free event just now, but even then, you can still buy him in the shop. Naomi is a 3-star. Crow's a 3-star. They help you with uh Veramos. So, like, look at this, dude. Defense break, attack breaks, anti crit. I mean, you're safe. Even though everyone on this team is high attack. And the cool thing is, with the anti crit thing, I don't know if actually I need to check if it works the same as. Actually, no, it should. It works the same as a glancing hit. So if an enemy attacks you, that's going to help increase the chances of landing a glancing hit, which means they're going to stun you less too. So this even helps with the waves. He's actually proven to be a little bit useful. I mean, we don't have. I mean, we actually no, we do have the attack buff with Iragar. Oh my god, he's actually doing a good, decent amount of damage, and he's getting heals off quite often. Attack break. I mean, Iragar is also landing attack breaks, but still. Boop, boop, boop. We got the healing, rolling punch, and the anti. Nice. No damage. None. Easy, dude. We're not taking nothing. No damage whatsoever. Yeah. No. Not even sweat. Forehead is dry, I promise. A minute 40. That was a little bit longer, but that's because we had less AoE. Well, let's go back to the monster box. Okay, so what is there to say about Huan, the Wind Drunken Master? One thing that we got to remember before we make our big judgment is that he is a 3-star, and on top of that, he's a very outdated 3-stars. I mean, most 3-stars are. The only retouching that any of these 3-stars have gotten is through 2 ways. I mean, Contours has built all these 3-stars and they have abandoned them. I kind of wish they would even make new 3-stars, but we know that that's not going to happen. Again, anything that they're going to do with 3-stars is going to be done through 2 ways, which the Drunken Masters definitely will get a 2-way eventually, and I would actually like to make a video theorizing what their skills could be. I would like to do that. We might do one of those later this week. But yeah, he is a very old 3-star. But the fact of the matter is, even being a very old 3-star, very outdated 3-star, he still performed pretty well. I mean, was he the craziest in Arena? No. Was he the craziest in anywhere that we took him? No. But he was definitely helpful. His skill 1 with the attack break is really helpful. Plus, ignore defense. He was doing some damage. Not the most amount of damage, but he was doing something. Again, he's a 3-star with barely 1,000 attack, no crits, no nothing. Whatever, right? But his skill 2 and skill 3 were very helpful. His skill 2 with the healing and the anti-crit was a big deal. I mean, as you can see in the Giants floor, the anti-crit, Jesus Christ. Well, this is R18 now. Anti-crit was very helpful, and it was even very helpful in Arena. There was a couple times where that did come in handy. And on top of that, the skill 3 with the defense break, whenever we wanted to land the defense break, he was landing it. And for some reason, Violent Runes and Huan get along, dude. He is just taking turns. I think there are definitely going to be some settings in which you're going to use him, and he's going to do his job, especially if you build him properly. Violent is definitely the way to go with him. Gosh, I'm going to have to give him, if I have to rate him, I'm going to have to rate him, believe it or not, I'm going to rate him a 7 out of 10. He's not that bad of a unit. I'm really stuck on him. I mean, he's an amazing support. He can get in a little bit of damage, and he helps in more ways than just one. I mean, again, you have defense breaks, attack breaks, healing on the skill 2, healing on the skill 3, anti-crit. Keeps your team safe. He helps your team deal more damage, and he himself does a little bit of something himself. I think he's a really decent unit. He I think he kind of beats Fraun in a couple ways. I know that's weird to say, but in certain areas he beats Fraun, right? And I feel like I've proven that in the past with him in a couple old videos. I feel like I kind of proved it here in some senses, but obviously Fraun beats him in certain areas. One of those areas being immunity and attack buff. But I think in places like the Abyss, you don't really need an attack buff necessarily. I mean, you're going to be using units like Veramos and a Common Mirror where enemies' max HP damage is going to roll overall, and an attack buff isn't going to change that all too much, versus an anti-crit makes things safe and consistent. So, I don't know. I'm going to ignore what I just saw in the chat. I'm going to ignore my crit comment. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Not the craziest unit. When they release his 2A, it's going to be fabulous. He will get a 2A. I'm predicting in the next year he's going to get a 2A, starting from now. But you guys tell me what you think about Huan in the comment section below. And don't forget to tell me what you guys think about the microphone in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.